Good morning. It's Saturday, April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. And it's appropriate that on April Fool's Day I get to make the announcement that Donald Trump was indicted by a grand jury in Manhattan. That's the first time in U.S. history that a current or former president has been officially criminally charged. Trump faces more than 30 counts related to business fraud. Now, I'm thinking they just had one or two items, but they've got 30 different counts of business fraud. And it all stems from his affair, his one-night affair with Stormy Daniels, the ex-porn star. And after the indictment was announced, Trump raged. He called the move a political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history. He declared himself the leading candidate for the 2024 election, and he declared that he was being picked on because the opposition party is afraid for him to run and win another victory. This is a man who ran for president 3 times and never won the popular vote. He was lucky that he got the election. He got the election through the Electoral College and a poorly run campaign by Hillary Clinton. He did not deserve to become the 45th president of this country. And he left the country in a sad state of affairs. I can only say the one thing that I appreciated about what he did was getting out of the nuclear deal, which I hated. But all the other things that he did, that he ran away from, have destroyed parts of this country. The banking situation that we are in right now is because of Donald Trump loosening the reins that kept banks under control. And as I have said before in previous rants, his rally in Waco, Texas, and his slogan of God, gun, and Trump is a disgrace. It is a pleading to the white supremacists in this country. It is a statement that he is racist through and through. There is no reason in the world why we need to lead the world in gun violence. But it's Donald Trump and his ilk that have kept us on the edge of civilization. Think about all of the little coffins that he has helped create and fill because of his gun attitude and the attitudes of those who would follow his lead. This is a nation that is coming apart at the seam, and this indictment took too damned long to come to fruition. And in the midst of all of this chaos, we have the former Vice President, Mike Pence, who was attacked on the day that he was supposed to certify the election by Trump. And he was man enough to stand up and do what he was supposed to do in spite of the terrible lie that Trump was telling about the election being fraudulent. Mike Pence said, in defense of Trump, that the former president being charged is a disservice to this country that will only divide the people further. How much further can we be divided? And why is Mike Pence saying these things? Because he has aspirations for running for president himself. And he doesn't want to offend the Trump minions. We need to stand up for what's right in this country. We need to correct the situation that we have been put in by Trump and his ilk. Somebody has to come and figure out how to reunite the United States of America. Not continue to tear it asunder. Not continue to allow people to walk around with AR-15s and shoot innocent people in the streets and in the schools. I would be afraid if I lived in certain parts of this country to attend any gathering, because who knows what's liable to happen when a group of people get together. If people have no compunction about shooting schools, shooting up theaters, shooting up rallies, that's what we're faced with in this country. And while many out there don't want to believe that it's Donald Trump's fault, it is, because of his actions and his elimination of many of the rules and regulations that kept this country moving in a decent direction, at least. And then we have many members of Congress, Republican leaders, who lined up to defend Trump. Why? Why are they lining up to defend him? For one reason and one reason only. They don't want to lose the vote of the people who are killing others in this country. Now, this hush money payment scheme and the cover-up involving the adult film star goes all the way back to the 2016 election. That's why Donald Trump had to pay her off, because he didn't want her making an announcement before the election, because he might have lost that election. And in reality, he did lose the election. He lost by over 3 or 4 million votes in the popular count, but he squeaked by in the electoral count, and we in this nation have been paying for it ever since. And he's supposed to appear in court on Tuesday for his arraignment. And I am hoping that arraignment goes peacefully and that we don't have rioters standing out front trying to defend Trump, because there are still too many people in this country that are in favor of him. And that was proven by the Waco rally and that dumb slogan which I can't get out of my mind. God, gun, and Trump. And if we have to hear that again, it's a terrible situation in this country, that there are many that would allow a person to run under those words. So I leave you this morning angry and unhappy that Trump is not already in jail. Have a great day. Bye.